this year with you were able to kind of surprise some people last year. This year you're not going to be able to do that. So what's different for you?
I think what's different for me is now is not only do people understand kind of what the year I had last year is this year. Is the only difference for me is going to be that I'm going to have to prepare a little bit of a chip on my shoulder still and be in the mentality that even though if I know who I am, I can still go out and perform the way I can and not let that get to my head.
How excited are you about making the transition into the starting rotation, and how much did your experiences there at the end of last season help you?
I mean, I've always wanted to be a starter in college. That's what I came in to be. I've had a lot of success in my career out of the bullpen. It is exciting to maybe transfer back into the starting role, but at the end of the day, if I'm going to do what's best for not just me but for the team, and whether that end up ultimately in the bullpen or as a starter, I'm going to be happy either way as long as we're successful. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited for the opportunity.
What a switch from this year to last year. Last year you guys were the ones question marks around it and everything. This year it's kind of a little bit the other way where it's going to be the offense and especially the fielders. Can you talk about for you guys as pitchers how you got to kind of maybe lead the team a little while and carry this team early in the season?
Well, I think it's definitely going to be a little different this year with the pitching staff. We were so young last year. We have a lot of good guys coming back. Pat Andrews, he's been here forever. Brooks Crawford, he got some good innings as a freshman. We got some new guys coming in. Mitchell Miller has looked pretty good so far. And we just have Charlie Eubanks and I. We've had a couple years together, and just being the strength of the team, I think, will help us mentally. Kind of carry ourselves in a different way. I think our offense will be fine. Just seeing what they've done so far, and the way Monty's philosophy goes, I think they'll be fine. But it is nice being recognized as one of these stronger parts of this team.
Are there any pitches you're working on experimenting with, adding to your repertoire, or just improving the pitches that you already have?
Right now, I'm just kind of sticking to what I know. Starting to go from the windup more. I'm trying to get comfortable from that because I went from the stretch all of last year, even in the starts. So just trying to get used to the windup and get comfortable with that before I progress into anything else.
What's the most difficult part of making the switch from a reliever to a starter?
I think the most difficult part will be the whole mindset. Everyone says oh, you're going to throw more, you're going to have to get your arm in shape, but I think mentally starting and mentally coming into a game in the 7th inning is a little bit different. So, I'm just going to have to try to find a thing that works for me, that I can come in the first inning and treat it like I did last year where I was so successful.
What did you learn from that postseason game against Oklahoma State? What did you learn that, maybe some things you can't do, some things you can do?
Well, I learned they were a very good team. They played unbelievably. You got to tip your hats off to them. It's pretty hard to come in here with the crowd we had and do what they did. So hats off to them for a great season. I think I learned, even now and then, if you execute something, they're going to hit it. Or even if you don't execute it, you're going to get hurt, but sometimes you're going to get away with it. I think it just shows that, baseball is just a game, and you can have such a great year, great day, whatever the case may be. And for that given night, whether you didn't have it or you had it and they hit it, you got to keep your head up. You can't let that progress into more and more. I think that's a big thing our team is going to realize this year is you can't let things carry over, whether it be the last play, the last game, whatever. So that's what I'm focusing on, is trying to just move on and look at what's ahead.
You did come out of the pen one game last year. I think maybe it was Florida State.